See trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Hey, hunting we will go. A hunting we will go for ghosts, because it's a haunting we will go. That's today's show, and we have a special guest today, MATT SHEA. He's a local author and a ghost researcher, haunted place researcher. And we'll have him in just a few minutes, but this is the Psychic Spectrum radio show. I am Skip.
And I'm Sha'ron, the princess of muted sparkles and chocolate.
Muted?
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Oh. Anyhow, we're here with you today. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about things. We're going to learn some things from Matt. But in the meantime, we're going to say hi to everybody that listens on the archives. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you guys doing it and checking in on those. And then who do you want to say hi to?
Well, to John Tacoma. Mm-hmm. Hope he's doing better. Mm-hmm. And Johnny Dollar in New York. I always think of Johnny Dollar because I love Johnny Dollar and I listen to him every night on the radio.
Yep.
I mean, the show, Johnny Dollar. Derek, wherever you are, all our peeps at the showcase and all the peeps around the world. I hope you had a happy New Year and a Merry Christmas and get ready to start this 2025 with a bang.
Yes. And who checked in first? Linda.
Linda checked in.
Hi, Linda. First. Thanks for checking in.
I didn't know she was from Federal Way.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yep.
She's not, you learn.
Not that far from us.
So this one is on me. I put the acrylic nails on. It's my fault, but I got an infected finger. I let it go too long, trying to think I could take care of it myself, and I didn't. So that's why I don't look so good today, but I don't feel that good.
So
but I'm getting better. Getting better.
She's fighting that again.
Yeah, fighting. But that's I mean, it wasn't something somebody, I got. I brought it on myself. So
yep. Just happened.
I'm just getting it out of the way. Yeah.
So what else?
Other than that, it's weird when you get old. We are old. All we talk about is how we feel.
No, we don't.
That and because you can't hear. But anyway, I'm going to wait till some more come on before we start the housekeeping, because nobody will hear what I'm saying and they won't know.
Okay.
Don't you think? Give them time to come on, because some come on a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I don't think, we didn't have the podcast on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I guess we went up and we went and saw the Tulalip light show. Like MATT SHEA works for that company, or not the light company, but up there in Tulalip. And they have a light show that they did with over 7 million lights.
Yeah.
Oh, it was gorgeous.
It was incredible. Matt told us about it.
Yeah.
We went up there twice.
And if you didn't get to see it, I think it's on till the 12th.
No, so, it's actually off now.
Well, it said the 12th when I Googled it.
Matt said they turned
they're
them off.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, then, Spencer's on. Hello,
and Karen.
Karen, how are you? Yeah, that's my energy. I look fuzzy. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. But go and see it next year. It's worth the drive. It's worth the time taken to go do it. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And I guess it sounded like from the person that Matt had on the show on Matts and Mitchell, and we were part of that. They had the guy that put the lights up. They're talking about maybe more lights than 7 million and having trees that sway to music.
Yeah.
But it was cool. They had an ice rink there. They had music playing, fireworks. It's quite a spectacle.
Yeah, it is.
You really shouldn't miss something like that. That's a once in a lifetime thing there.
Yeah.
This close to home.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm going to try something with light here. See if it unfuzzies you.
Well, no, it darkens me.
Well, but you're unfuzzied. See, you're a little fuzzy there, like Spencer said.
Spencer, wash your glasses.
Yeah. We'll leave the light on today and see how it goes.
I don't like that.
No?
No, but that's okay. I'll learn to live with it.
No.
I like that better. I do look fuzzy. Maybe it's the camera. Well, anyway, Lou's on. He made it. Yay.
Oh, hey, Lou.
Crystal's on. Spencer, worse it says. Spencer and Karen are on. Linda's on. And there's some up there watching that haven't checked in online yet, like that, where you can see who they, but that's okay.
Hey, while we're waiting a little bit, let's bring this up. our speaker
You
that we
scare me when you do things like that.
Our-
I don't know what you're going to
our
bring up.
speaker we were going to have tomorrow night at the psychic showcase, she's sick. She
Yeah.
called and says she can't do it.
She's got the stuff everybody else
The
has.
crud,
and
yeah.
She did not sound good at all.
Didn't she?
No, she sounded pretty bad.
So we rearranged the schedule for speakers, and instead of 2 weeks from now, we're going to do it tomorrow night. We're going to have Leanne Lester,
Mhm.
who is of Asian descent, and the reason I say that is because she is kind of an expert on all things Chinese, and she is very into the Chinese New Year, Chinese astrology, Vedic astrology, Eastern astrology, palmistry, and psychic, and she's actually kind of a jack of all trades.
She's very knowledgeable.
She's probably the most all around knowledgeable person, topics that she talks on, but she is definitely not our main go-to guru on things, but she's one of the people that if I need someone to talk on something, Leanne can do it.
And I guess she's coming in on Zoom.
She's going to be with us via Zoom. Okay. She won't be in the room with us, but she is going to talk on other things. In February, there's another talk, and in March she's going to do another talk.
Okay.
So anyhow, it'll be interesting. She's always very interesting.
It's always interesting, and I love speakers that make you think.
Yeah.
You may not agree with everything, but keep an open mind, and it makes you think.
And the reason we picked the Chinese New Year for the topic is because on the 29th of January starts the Chinese New Year.
Yeah. And that's going to be the wooden snake, I think.
Is that what it is?
I think it is. So if you're a snake and you're wood,
well,
I think a wooden snake would have trouble slithering.
Yeah, we would be safe.
I don't know, but I mean, it'd be hard to get around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandra's with us.
On. Yeah.
Howdy. Yeah. Thanks for checking in.
Now. Okay. Spencer says it's better. It had to be the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. I changed the focus a little bit. The best I could do.
Thank you for caring, Spencer, because I'm old. I need to look as good as I can. But anyway, so today is, can you believe it, the 14th of January already? Yeah. Gosh, half the month is gone.
Ooh, wait.
Lou says, shall I bring some jokes? Why, Lou? Are my jokes not appropriate? I don't care. You can bring some jokes.
Yeah, bring some jokes. Hey, we'll have a joke off.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, you know what?
You'll probably win.
It's only 15 days till my birthday.
No, 16 days. There's 31 days in January.
Oh, shoot. I thought it was February. 16 days?
16 days
18 days, actually. Huh? 18 days.
No.
15th to the 31st.
Today's the 14th. 17 days from now. 18 days, you're right. Yeah. God, I hate it when you're right.
It hurts.
It hurts, yeah. Anyway, today being the 14th, it comes up to a 6th day, which means we should be in service and try to help other people as well as help ourselves, and just try to make it an even, smooth day, so that, we can just kind of go with the flow and not get upset and be out there to help people. Now, that can be in many, many forms. Could be listening to someone, could be holding a board while somebody nails it. It could be just talking. Who knows? Sandra's got a joke? Knock, knock.
Knock, knock, yeah. Who's there?
I'm afraid to ask.
No. Knock, knock. Who's there? You tell us.
Anyway, so it'd be in the 6th. And the stone for today, I got smoky quartz. I love smoky quartz.
And I got a picture.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
And because this printing is so light, let me get my light out so I can really read.
There is smoky
Okay, you
quartz.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, smoky quartz helps clearing the aura of negativity, calming anxieties, and getting your life in order. Now, the reason I picked that is, number one, we're getting ready for the inauguration.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bit of anxiety out there going on. So smoky quartz would be good for that. Getting things in order. This is like the way that I perceive getting things in order is trying to get out there and put a goal list of what you want to accomplish this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's good to be able to think calmly and put things in order and get them in the order that you need them in to get them accomplished, and realize that they're just goals and you may not make them, all of them, but that's okay.
Yeah.
and that you may have to compromise or fine tune through the year, but that's okay too. So smoky quartz is a really good stone for that. So, and it helps get rid of the negative energies.
All
I
right.
find it amazing, and I think I've said this before, how many stones and crystals are on this earth to absorb negative energy.
Yeah.
I find that kind of, makes you think like someone knew something. You know what I mean?
This is going to sound like I've been smoking something, which I don't, but this is going to sound like I'm
You
smoking or
smoke a
drinking or
cigar.
something. But I think my belief is that the earth puts out the good energy, but it has the negative ones on it to suck up the negative, and it brings
Exactly.
brings it down and to the center of the earth and resends it out.
Well, see, all of these stones that absorb the negative energy actually heal Mother Earth.
Yeah.
She sends out good, negative hits her, then they
Yeah.
absorb it and help her stay as healthy as she can be. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And the affirmation for that is um, staying positive doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. It means that even on hard days, you know that there are better ones coming.
Yeah.
So,
Linda's with us, and also Allison says that she lost track of time but made it. That's good. Hey, let's do the knock knock joke that Sandra
did
had.
she answer?
She said spell. Okay,
Okay.
so spell
Spell
who?
who?
Knock knock. Who's there? Spell.
Lou says that we're not clear. Try
No,
cleaning the camera lens.
it.
Still a bit fuzzy.
I cleaned the camera lens. That's what that rag is for over there. That little lens cleaner. No, I already did it.
Oh.
Here's the thing with our internet. Where we live, there's no internet, and they have the park that we live in. The community has it's a funky internet that is brought to them, and then they shoot it out wireless to our house. But we got, and it's slow. So we got T-Mobile business internet, but it's comes out fuzzy, and I got a good camera, but what happened is we have a low signal where we live. So it's ending up being fuzzy when you're doing live video.
But it never was. See, that's the
Well,
part
see,
I
the
don't get.
internet changes. It depends on how many people are on using that internet with you. It slows it down and changes the bandwidth. Now, I can do this is on high definition, 1080. There, I switched it to 720. So is that any better? It looks a little better.
It does, yeah.
See, that uses
Well, give us some
and
feedback.
that uses less
but
bandwidth.
well, that might be the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wait,
so
Sandra says, so knock knock, who's there? Spell
huh?
spell
Spell
who?
who? And then she
Spell
goes WHO.
WHO. I'm lost. Knock knock, who's there? Spell
who?
who?
Oh, spell
Oh,
who?
oh
Oh,
God.
sheesh.
Spell who? It's WHO. Yeah.
I love it.
I got it just
I
as you
love
got it.
That was good. That was
I
good.
made you think.
Took me a minute,
Hey,
but I got it.
Catherine's with us. Yay,
Yes,
Catherine in Ireland.
Good evening, and
Hi,
Catherine. How are
Catherine.
you doing over there?
Spencer Bronson says that yes, it's better.
It's better.
So
Good. Okay, so we're good to go.
it does look better.
720 looks good.
Okay.
Well, it's a 9. It's a 9-year, you know.
Hey, speaking of your numerology.
I was going to say, for the ones that just came on, this is a 6th day.
Yeah.
And smoky quartz is a crystal, and it helps absorb negative energy and help you put things in order and get ready for the year.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
With your numerology, my birthday is February 1st. So what kind of a year am I going into? I'm a 2 person. I'm a 3 going into a 3?
2-1. February 1st is a 3. The world number this year is a 9. 9 and 3 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So you're going into a balancing body, mind, spirit, having a lot of creativity. You'll be talking a lot to a lot of people probably, and having some fun.
Okay.
I, on the other hand, what am I? I'm 6 and 9 is 15. I'm a 6. So it's gonna be about balance and being in service to other people and making the world calmer, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Catherine says she's doing good. I want to go back up here because What was it? Let me get this. Go
No,
back
go
up on
back
the
up.
list.
Yeah, go
I'm
back
up.
up.
Worse, better now. Yeah, bring
Yeah.
jokes, Lou.
Uh-huh.
Try
Yeah.
cleaning the camera lens. Crystal clear, but you guys are not.
What's new?
There's something. JM's with us.
Oh, good. The
Yakima.
hippy dippy
Hi,
weather
JM.
woman is here.
I forgot what I was going to ask. Huh. Okay.
Like that's not normal?
No.
Mm.
No. Yeah. All right. Never mind. Oh, I know
Anyway,
what it was. I know what it was.
okay.
Take a minute, just a half a second, click on share
Ah,
and share this. If you're on Facebook, click it, the share and share it. If you're on YouTube, share it, or Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn, all those things we're broadcast live on. Share it.
also, this is the month you collect predictions for 2025.
Yes.
So if you have any, feel free to type them in. He'll write them down. We'll keep them. And then next 2026, we'll go over them and see how many were right on and how many may not have happened yet or is
Yep.
way off in the ethers.
Yep.
But on, I think it's the 5th of February at the showcase, we're going to do predictions for 2024.
See, yes,
so
the
we're going to
5th.
go over it.
And then we can do them online here on the radio show. We could do them on the 8th.
Okay.
No, that'll be Matt's day again.
Oh, that's a Saturday, the 8th.
Yeah, how about we do it on the 4th
What do
online?
you mean that's Matt's day again? It's a Saturday.
Oh, that's a Saturday. Good. Okay, yeah. I was thinking second week. He will be with us on the 12th. So the 8th we'll have our show. So we'll do it online on the 8th.
Okay. And before we forget, let's get I shuffled
Yes.
I shuffled the cards this time.
Yes, and I get to pick.
And you get to pick
what we're gonna have for our theme for
I'm not done yet.
Oh.
Now you just messed me
Between
up.
now and Saturday. We didn't do a show on Saturday because our internet was crapped out. So like I was explaining earlier, we had terrible internet where we are. We have to
I was also sick.
Work with it. Yeah, and you were also not feeling real good.
Go ahead. Oh, I will show you that side. Show me this. Yeah, what is it?
Right. That one.
That one? Okay.
Oh. Woohoo. It's gonna go pretty good, you guys. This is being in, let me get it on camera.
Good.
It's being in a position of strength. Okay. It's also good health. So most of you will find that you feel better or things start clearing up for you if you're sick or whatever. And but it's also being in a position of strength. So don't be afraid to use it. Okay.
You mean don't be afraid to say something?
Jump out there, take the bull by the horns, get involved, step forward, kick off that thing you were going to do. But that's what you want to look at between now and Saturday.
I'm going to bring up something too.
Uh-oh.
I just thought of it. It just came to me when I saw the word Facebook that Linda put up there.
Yeah.
I always scroll through stuff on my Facebook page and I can't remember the date. You're going to have to go to Facebook and type his name in to find out the date because I didn't write it down. But Matt Frazier is going to be doing an online mediumship thing, psychic reading thing.
Yeah.
It's I don't know how many seats. It said limited seats. I think it was $22 and it's 90 minutes.
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything.
Well, I'm bringing this up for a reason. Just hang with me. So it's $22. It's 90 minutes. I don't know how many people there are, but they said it's limited seating. It's an online thing. And I was reading down through the comments and it said there was a couple of people talking and they went, "This is my 8th time and he hasn't read me yet."
Yeah.
I heard another one said, "This is my 8th time and I don't know if I want to do it again." And he states in his things, that you can raise your hand and say you want a reading, but he picks who he comes to. So in 90 minutes, by the time he gives his, how he got it and all this stuff, he doesn't hit very many people. And it's 90 minutes long total. So you don't get much, right?
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, the reason I'm bringing this up is just for comparison. We do a 4-hour session because we used to do 2.5 hour sessions, but we're turning it to one session now this coming February 1st. It's going to be one session at the Poodle Dog, 4 hours, 1:30 to 5:30, $35 to come in, but we're going to go around and hit you. And you're going to ask, we're not going to literally hit you, but I mean, we're going to tell you who came in with you, what they wanted you to know. You're going to be able to ask questions, feedback, and we'll do that at least depending on how many people and how much time we have, 3 to 4 times. And those 3 to 4 times, even though it sounds like 3 to 4, that's at least 15 minutes a pop, if not more, by the time we do the discussion back and forth, right? So I'm just saying, look at the difference. Each one of ours gets hit 3 or 4 times. His is maybe. I find that interesting.
Yeah.
It's just the name. That's all it is.
It
that and a promoter. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not good. I have never met the man. I've heard things about him. I won't say what I've heard. That's up to you to make your own free will, free choice. But to me, that's not right. If somebody pays money, then they should get something out of it.
Yep.
You know? That's just the way you and I work. But anyway, I just want to bring that up for a comparison.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I'm not going to say it because then we're going to look like we're knocking people.
No,
I don't want to do that.
I'm not saying that for that reason.
Right.
I'm saying for people to take a comparison.
Take a good look.
Not all things that sparkle are gold. Not all things that you pay $300 for something is worth it. You know, use your common sense.
Well, another thing is, think about,
not that we're the end all be all out there either, but at least everyone that comes to our events gets talked to.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't just take their money and say, sorry.
Yeah. And if you think back, like when John Edwards or James Van Prague do their thing.
And they had such a large crowd, there's no way they could hit 600, 900, 1,000 people.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Right.
But there again, look, the money that was paid to go see them. And if you want just the experience of seeing a medium at work, that's great. But if you go there expecting a reading, you probably won't get it. You know?
Right. So more for your more bang for your buck, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm just trying to let people know there's other ones out there that may cost, instead of $22 for 90 minutes, $35 for 4 hours, but you get talked to. You don't just sit there and watch other people get it. That's all I'm saying.
JM wants to know if your fickle finger of fate is getting healed.
Oh, it's better than it was. I still do not feel good, and in fact, I'm going back to the doctor tomorrow because I'm almost out of antibiotics, and I let it go too long. I think it got into my bloodstream, and it knocked me. It's my own fault. I can't blame anybody but my own fault. Yeah. So,
Cynthia wants to know if we're doing online or in person only.
With what?
The showcase, the psychic showcase on Wednesday evenings is online and in person, live, both.
Cynthia knows that.
Well, she's not sure on what we're talking about. So the talking to the other side is only done in person.
Yeah.
We're talking about doing one online, but we haven't had time to sit down and work through everything first and set it up and figure out exactly how we want to do it.
But thank you for asking, JM. I hope they give me another week's worth because I can't get mad at anybody but myself.
Yeah. So
the others I didn't ask for. I didn't ask for the sepsis and I did ask for the major back surgery. But I didn't ask for that either. It's just something it was.
Yeah.
But this one, I got to take credit. I said I knew going in there was a possibility, and I took the shot and I missed. But it's getting better. It's just not there yet.
Okay. Matt.
But wait a minute. What did Sandra say? I missed the name on the last conversation. Matt Frazier? That was his name, if you're talking about him.
Oh.
Not knocking to say what you offer in comparison. Well, thank you for that. Because I wasn't doing it to be mean. I'm doing it to say, for the ones in this area, to me anyway, there's something better out there. Or maybe not better, but closer to home. I'll put it that way.
All right, let's get on with the show.
I cannot knock him because I haven't seen him work. I've only heard about him.
Right.
So.
They weren't good reports. I want to bring in Matt. Matt is a local author. His name is MATT SHEA, for you that don't know him. He comes with us on the second Wednesday of every month, or second Tuesday of every month here on the show. And Matt is an author. Like I said, he's got a nice chunk of books out there. You can find them on mattsheabooks.net, or you can go to Amazon and look there and just type in MATT SHEA and his books. But anyhow, Matt has a hobby, which is as strange as we are with hobby, is we like to get into the ghosts that are there and
You do.
Well,
I
yeah.
go along with you. I'm not so much.
But Matt likes to get into the places that are haunted, and he goes around and talks to people, and finds out the people that live there, work there, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he is with us today. I'm bring him in. There we go. Matt, can we hear you? Can you hear us? Are you there, Matt?
Oh yeah. And look what I
Okay.
got. Look what I got.
Uh-huh.
Now
Uh-huh.
I gotta
Us
take
too.
a picture of the group. Us.
Oh, okay. Take a picture. Matt lives up near north of Everett, and he is, like I said, a local author. But Matt has two places today that he's gone to. He sent me the pictures. I have them here. We'll show them during his talk. But Matt, how are you then? Tell everybody what's going on.
Look at that.
There you go.
What's going on is this book here, because I continuously go through it. I've shared it with my new friends at my new job, and they point
really?
out certain things that in turn let me bridge a gap. And I got the 2 shows today because once again, this got me to a higher level. This is a fun book. This is a fun book, but it's also a guide, and it's in layman's term. It's warm. The village idiot could follow it quick, understand that, and it's not anyway. And so I give praise to this book. 2025 off and running. Thank you, Skip and Sha'ron. And look
thanks.
at this.
Yeah,
and the girls in the office will notice you if they catch you with this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So where are we going to go today?
Well, anyway, I have a lot of fun with you too. Well, we're going to go back to Everett, and a lot of the shows I have done with you, I started playing with them like a year or 2 ago, and then I had to do more exploratory surgery, which was the case here. There is a book called Haunted Everett, Washington by Deborah Curley, I believe that's her name, Cuyle, but Haunted Everett, Washington, and a person who listens to the show shared it with me. And there are 6 specific hauntings that they do tours on that to be part of the group, and you could Google it, Everett Ghost Tours, and you can get it. Well, anyway, as of today, I got the finishing touches for these places I have frequented over a year ago. I can now do that. We will start off with the Catholic Community Service, and this is in Everett. It's off of Everett Avenue and Lombard, 1918 Everett Avenue. This is a building, they say, a good 100 years old. There we go. That is it. Now, here's the funny thing. It's part of the ghost tour. The people inside didn't know that part. A lot of stories about it. You know what I was talking about. But I did a lot of research and talked to others, and I went in the building, but they wouldn't let me go upstairs. I think that's most activity. Their featured ghost tour, her name is Jerry, Jerri, and she was a social worker who was type A, going 100 miles an hour, one Pall Mall cigarette after another, continuous black coffee, always in a shuffle, in a mad rush to get 2 or 3 more projects done before the end of the day. But she had a heart, a mother hen. She was known to take her crew of 19 employees out one Christmas out of her own pocket, and believe me, they're not paid much. She saved all year to take them to Anthony's Homeport just to let them know the good services they're giving the community, providing food and housing for lower income, among other things. But anyway, this building, projected to be a good 100 years old, there is supposedly shadow figures, among other things. And there was a maintenance man working there one night, and he decided to bring his little terrier. He suddenly got cold, which is a heads up that something might be around. And the dog started getting crazy at nothing. He felt funny. He knew of the stories, and he packed up his goods, left the building, locked it because they were the only ones in it, never to return.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
That would be a little creepy.
That would.
Well, just to look at that, we have more pictures of that, correct, Skip?
Yeah, let me go to picture number 2. Second, I got to click a couple of things to get there. There's 2.
Is that one on there? That
I might have labeled these wrong, but anyhow.
well, which one are we looking
Oh, that
for?
was one. We want number 2 right there.
Oh, there you go.
There's just another view
Oh,
of
I
it
see.
from the side view.
Yes,
You see?
and it looks haunted. It looks like it would be. We're going back last century, the first part of it, if not even before that.
Yeah.
But again, there were people there that had no idea that they were part of a ghost tour circuit
That's
in the
crazy.
area. But when you get on the other side of the fence of the ghost tour, oh yes, they are. And I wonder how they get inside. I wonder who's giving them access. But anyway, as of this morning, I was still talking to them and I was able to piece together a show. And they say Jerry's not the only one. We did a library in Snohomish, and a former librarian's ghost was seen at her duty at night, walking the streets leading up, and it was definitely a spirit. That's what Jerry's giving us here. And the same thing. She was a social worker, dedicated. The librarian, same thing. She was serving the town. And again, they're living borderline poverty level in those days, holding such a job. It was for the cause, the community. It was their life. And they still seem to be at their post.
Wow, 1918 Everett Avenue.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Now
that was built a year.
Comes
that was
the
a year after my
heavyweight.
dad was born.
Yeah.
We have the.
Whoops.
It looks like
we
a
have
nice,
the historic Everett Theater. Can we get a picture of that?
I can do that too. Let me see. Share window, and that would be number 4. How's that one look, Matt?
You got it. In fact, I took that one. And there I was sitting at the stage. We watched a British play. British actors came in. It was filled, and everybody was with that English accent except us.
Oh, that's cool.
And I looked around. I said, this place has got to be haunted. Well, it's 1901. I did my research. I talked to people. And about 2 hours ago, I was talking to Emma. Emma had been a volunteer at that theater for 6, 7, 8 years. And she had been working the office close to half a year now. Yes, she had them very recently. And I told her there's quite a history at this historic theater. The Marx Brothers performed there. Helen Keller performed there on stage. Nat King Cole, Al Jolson. They had all the big names touring. Vaudeville. Vaudeville would perform there at that. So they had that. But I've watched my share of YouTubes where ghost hunters were there. They have now opened the door in recent years. And they would hear sounds sounded like an owl hooting, a hoo sound. And then they have their orbs, they have their shadows. And employees and guests alike swear they've seen shadow figures that must have been patrons of last century and entertainers. But it's even more than that. Smiling Al is the one they see in the balcony usually. With
Smiling
the top
Al.
hat,
Yeah.
Smiling Al. A very happy, tall man, quiet. He's an apparition, top hat, a trench coat, so to say, and often on stage, there he is on the balcony. But there are people that claim they have watched live performances and he was on stage with them doing his whatever jitterbug, like join in the fun. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Emma knew of the stories and she knew the day would come where her number would come up. Not too long ago, she was working in the auditorium painting, and she looked up for a moment and saw a girl, blonde-haired girl, roughly 7, 8, 9 years old, walking across the balcony. That balcony gets a lot of such reports. And so she did a double take knowing that nobody was around, and that girl was not there either. An old movie theater going back to 1901, the apparitions, the things going on in an old part of town, such stories. So there we are. You're at the stage, you got the balcony, and that's where they see things.
Wow.
Now, if you recall, the Marysville Opera House, they were built in 1911, the year before the Titanic sank. And when they gave me a tour about this place being haunted, a city trustee, He got me on stage and he says, now the balcony normally on the left, that's where we see them, the spirits, standing up, moving the curtains, getting position. It's unmistakable, but they're watching the performance while you have to perform for your audience and not let that throw you out of kilter. These old theaters have their share of stories, and
Sure.
especially the historical Everett Theater from 1901.
Let me ask you a question about that, Matt. That balcony where they see the man, smiling man in the top hat,
And the
Yeah.
girl walking
and the
across
girl.
there.
Do you know where they see them at?
The
Is it
girl
on?
was walking. She was going from one end to the other, and they said the man is just up there in general. So he's not at a fixed spot, but they say
Okay.
he's been seen throughout the building. He's been seen in hallways and other places, and they have theories on it. Does he represent all the spirits? One in particular, one who's noticeable because of his stature, but he's always pleasant, smiling. They say he doesn't talk to people, but you can tell when somebody's at peace, very content, and
Sure.
just having a wonderful time. He's definitely not hiding from something. So the Everett Theater is part of that tour. A lot of talk
Did-
about it, and one of the employees, she was willing to kick it up a bit and visit with me before today's show.
So, what did you say about the left side of the balcony? The left side.
Well, the left side of the balcony that was pertaining to the Marysville Opera House.
Oh,
That's
okay.
usually where they see their guests, usually during performances, among other places. But that balcony, I just think the balcony in general. But my gosh, the Marx Brothers performed there. Al Jolson,
That's
Helen
cool.
Keller had been in that building. Nat King Cole. The best of the best that vaudeville had to offer in American
Oh,
history.
yeah.
That was part of their stop.
Yeah. I'm curious. Helen Keller, did she like play the piano or what?
I don't know the why behind
I'd
it,
love to know
No,
what she
but you
did.
get,
she
you get
used
such people from history who give a little, be a
Yeah.
part of a presentation or whatever.
Helen Keller spoke a lot about her deafness and blind and learning
Yeah.
from the lady that taught
Oh,
her.
you mean in public?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
but she talked about how people should relate with other
oh, I
people.
see.
And that
Okay.
was her whole theme in life, was learning to
Yeah.
relate to actual,
Yeah.
living people, everyday people.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
They had a
I
picture
didn't
of
know that.
her on stage there. I didn't transfer it to you, but a picture, Helen Keller, most definitely. How
okay.
sacred. Her.
Yeah.
How sacred in that building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now that picture that I just showed, Matt, that is what?
1901. The historic Everett Theater, 1901.
Okay.
And it is off of Colby Avenue, 2911 Colby Avenue.
Mhm.
Can't miss it. But what I like is it stood the test of time. They said this is the only surviving theater from that era in that part of town. Well, look
Oh,
at, we got modern buildings around. The test
sure.
of time, they are there, and they're constantly having performances. They're having plays there. They have stand-up comics perform. And you
Huh.
just showed a picture of the inside. It's nice and cozy, but
Yeah, it
yeah,
looks like it.
you feel a warmth, like a welcome, a red carpet about it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Lou says Coast to Coast has their show at the Everett Theater.
And Linda said the same thing. When he comes to town, he
Oh,
goes to the Everett Theater.
I'll be darned.
So
I would love to meet George Norrie very much.
Oh yeah, we actually brought him to town the first time he came to Seattle. We were the ones that brought him to town for his speaking engagement, and
He's a nice
it was
guy.
interesting.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
nice
I,
guy.
he's got a
I
lot of stories.
I've written him and mailed him 2 of my books, but I
Yeah,
know there's a lot of Matts out there, an awful lot. But boy, if that ever happened, a dream come true.
yeah, yeah. That would be something. Well, that's awesome. One more quick question? How did you get in there? Did you have to pay to go in, or what?
Renee got tickets to watch a Christmas play last year before last. So we're going back 13 months ago. And
Uh-huh.
I just marveled at the old structure, how classy. And I
Yeah.
could get that feeling. And of course, there's going to be such talk. And it didn't took much pursuit there to get that, much research. But even just 2 hours ago, I was talking to somebody working there, just brought me up to speed. It is well known, and she said her boss had a lot of stories, but unfortunately, I didn't have the time to get them on. But Emma took good care of me, and she says hello to the psychic spectrum. She has your link, and she's going to be watching you guys when she can.
Oh, well, tell her hi back.
Okay. Well, that was
Hi,
awesome.
Emma, if you're watching.
That was awesome. You got any new books coming out in the works?
I'm working on one, and This Week in America has already booked me. I got to get the book done first. And so I will be within 8 months of having the rough draft done, and then we'll go from there. But I like to think that when summertime's here and you and I got a fishing pole, we'll be holding that book with this one.
That
but
one's
always,
ours.
always remember.
And that's your latest.
I got look at that. Right look there. At that.
Yeah, we're in that one. That's cool. We appreciate that. That was nice. That was nice of you to do that.
Yeah.
Well, the people that have read that book,
cool story.
The ones who have read that book and written me, they know more about you two than they know about Matt. They know the psychic spectrum very well, but that's the draw for a book like this. And who inspired me? I'm looking right at you.
I love that slot machine that you got on there.
Yeah.
So
with me, it wouldn't pay.
Pavlov. Yeah, no. All right, Matt. I thank you for the information, the presentation. That was good. So
yeah, I mean, and I don't know. I'm thinking Linda might be saying George Norrie's coming on May 24th.
I have
in Everett.
A real
Everett,
different, exciting one for next month.
Oh, you do?
Okay.
Oh, yes. I got something really spacey for next month.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. We'll look forward to
it. We can't tell Skip.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that.
All right. Second Tuesday in February then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll talk to you between now and then.
I hope so. I want that pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get up there. Now we can do it because we're kind of got some little bit free time.
Yeah.
Especially on Thursdays, we could do that.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Daytime.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got to go. And hey, everybody, this is the real deal. Look at that.
Yeah, you can get them on our website, the Psychic Spectrum mug. We got our mugs on the mug.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks, Matt. I appreciate it again.
Good job.
This surpasses the Aqua Velva commercials. Remember a little bit, you got to fight. This goes far, far beyond. You got to carry 2 sticks when you got one of these.
Well, there's no way it's going to keep your hair in place, so.
Okay, I'm going to sign off now. You two are wonderful. Happy New Year.
Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Psychic Spectrum Radio.
Oh, thank you,
Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
We'll talk with you soon.
Have fun. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, that was Matt Shea. You can find his books on mattsheabooks.net.
And
you can even get a free audio book.
I like his books because I don't like novels.
Yeah.
But they're short books, short stories that you can read in a day, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Or or at night, might take you a week if you read it at night, but it's just, they're not very thick. They're in English. You can understand them. They're not big words to where you got to look at an encyclopedia to figure out what the word meant or a dictionary. So, if you get a chance, go there and look up because they are really, they're all good stories. They really are.
Yeah.
Go and support them.
Yeah. They are. They're good. We've read how many of them we got.
I've got all of his books.
All of them up there,
except for the one he's talking about now, I believe. Yeah, I think that was Pavlov.
The new
latest
one. Yeah,
Pavlov. The one he's whatever.
Yeah, we got the newest, the latest one. One coming out soon. So
yeah.
Okay, so anything else we got to do before we get to questions?
Did we read all the comments?
Yeah, I've been watching them. There's no.
I think
questions here.
I think we're down to questions because it's a quarter till.
Okay, so we have a question from I just drew a blank.
Allison.
I know it says Scorpio, but I was trying to remember Allison.
Yeah.
So let's put it on the screen. Can you pick up anything on my dog Marley? Sometimes she stands at the doorway to the kitchen. Doorway to the kitchen. Doesn't want to go in, like she's afraid and seems to be really depressed or sad or lonely. I think that she does the same thing that Bambi does.
Okay.
Doesn't this is the psychic hit?
What, you don't like to walk
Allison
on the floor?
doesn't like to walk on that floor. It's not carpeted. It's flooring, linoleum, tile, whatever.
Bambi does not like to walk on linoleum. No,
Yeah.
it has to be a rug.
And
Yeah.
when we look at Bambi and trying to get her to go outside, it's like she's got that look of like, oh my God, do I have to do this? She's afraid to walk on the hardwood, the flooring.
Well, the way she could figure that out is to put a rug where
Right.
she has to go into the kitchen and see if she'll walk on the rug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see what we did.
I'm not so sure there's anything there that she's really scared of.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't. No.
But we call them runners. It's
Well,
like
that's what they are. They're little rugs.
some of them
6 foot
are
rug,
6 foot
4 foot.
rug.
Yeah.
And
She
some
goes
of
from
them are
one
4.
rug to the other rug.
Yeah, she goes from the front room to the first rug, then she'll go to the second rug, and then she's in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And same thing, first rug, second rug, she's out the door. So
because it wasn't for that little 4-footed dog, I wouldn't have a rug there.
Yeah, I know.
But you got to make them happy.
So anyhow, I think that's what you got going on.
What gets me with Bambi is that she doesn't realize she's walking on the hardwood floor between rugs. She hits the end of the rug. She has to go like 2 feet on the hardwood floor to hit the next rug.
Right.
But she does it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
She'll take a run.
But she'll actually stop when she comes in and look and think, can I get there?
Mm-hmm.
Before she comes. She's a funny little dog.
Yeah. Now, Heidi's with us. Hi, Heidi. Hey, Heidi ho. Heidi. I guess the better way. I'm getting hung up on the H's. She says, I have one new student for my beginning astrology class, hopefully starting soon. I need one more student. Where do you see me getting that student from? Are you looking for an online student or
in person?
In person. So type that in, Heidi, and let me know, because I got a couple of different things that are formulating here. If anybody online, and it would have to be in the area that she's in, but you could, if you're interested in an astrology class, that would be good.
Maybe the brand new student could get one of her friends to take it with her.
Okay, it's an online class.
Oh.
So
anybody could take it listening in here.
Yes. So if you guys are listening and you want to learn about astrology, Heidi's right here. That's her name, and you can get her on Facebook.
Yeah, or maybe Heidi's got a website they could go to.
Yeah, do you have a website? If you do, type that in. But
I think it's mainly advertising. You might get the new one to ask a friend to join or something.
Mm-hmm.
The first time out, you might have one, but the word of mouth will go, and you might have 3 the next time, and then 5. And then, so don't give up on just one. Give it your all and talk to that one like you would a class.
There's no website yet, just Facebook.
Because that's going to go far.
Yeah. Heidi, let me tell you something. I have found that instead of spending money on ads on Facebook, just create a post with a nice picture. If you can do a video with it, that's even better. But the more you post that, just post one and then repost it. Do it every hour, every 15 minutes, repost it.
Repetition pays
every
off.
day. And and you can do that for free advertising for all of you guys out there that want to be online. And it's free, and you reach a ton of people.
I would think too. I don't know if she has it or not, but you could go to TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, give a little update on astrology and say, I'm having a class on such and such a day. Check it out if you want to join.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and do it like repetition, getting it out there.
Yeah. And just repost it.
Okay, well, she says she doesn't have a website. That's okay. Go on Facebook. Give a little blurb of astrology and say,
and TikTok.
If you want to learn more, Facebook and TikTok. Yeah, if you want to learn more, I'm having a class on such and such a date and time. Yeah. Check me out.
And a video would help a lot on both of those instead of a picture.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She has to get on there and actually give a little blurb
of
what's coming up, so people know there's something to this stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
We got some celestial thing going on coming up. It's going to affect people this way, and if you want to learn how to do this, I'm your person.
Yeah, or do a astrology of the month for the signs. And people will connect with that. And then they'll say, maybe I want to know more, because she could tell you what your significant other, your daughter, your son, whatever, what their likes and dislikes are, and make it easier for the relationship. I mean, there's lots of ways to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Allison says that she's never her dog's never, is it a dog?
Yes.
Dog. It's never been like that. Let me get rid of that on
Okay.
the screen
I'm
there.
wondering if she's seeing a spirit of some kind, do you think? See, I don't think that's it.
No.
It doesn't feel that way to me. But sometimes, like she says, her dog's older too with his eyes. I'm wondering if Bambi, our dog, doesn't have a depth perception problem, and
Well,
our
yeah.
floor is dark.
Yeah.
So maybe she thinks it's like a hole, and she's afraid to walk. I would try the carpet, the runner first. If that doesn't help, get back to us and we'll go into it a little more.
And she says, I'll get a couple of runners and see
Yeah.
if that helps.
Yeah.
Thanks. Maybe the floor to the kitchen is looking different as her eyes are getting older.
Well,
with age.
that's just it.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be it. I mean, because I think sometimes it's the floor. I don't think their feet like the touch of the floor.
Yeah, it could
But
be.
if she's never done that before, if she's walked on that kitchen floor before, I can see why she's thinking the way she is. But it just doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Does it to you?
No. I agree with you.
I would try that first.
Yeah.
I would try that first.
Cindy says, I am logging in late and will have to watch it later. Our new refrigerator was installed on
cool.
27th. We noticed our carpet in the, just a minute, let me get there. Where is Cindy? I saw she had another post.
Living room was
Oh, there we go. The living room was saturated. We are now with fans and heaters and loud noise. Can you see the catastrophe being successfully mitigated? Yeah, it will. You're going to have to jump through hoops and prove things and this and that. But
the word I heard was take pictures.
Yes,
lots of pictures.
There you go. Good one. Yep.
It wasn't me. I just heard pictures.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Yep, I would take pictures and get on it right away. And
nobody can not say that's proof.
Yeah, you can turn it into your insurance company, and that would help a lot
I'd like
too.
to know why it leaked. Did they not hook up the water line? Is there a leak with the water dispenser?
Probably, yeah. They probably with the water dispenser line or something had it hooked up wrong. Didn't do it quite right. Okay, Linda says, do you see me going back to my old job or a new one? Please and thank you. If go ahead. If you can hold out, I think it would be better than going back to the old one. But if you want to just get back to work, go with the old one, but keep looking. You don't have to stay with that, because I think you're going to find out you're going to get treated the same way as you did before.
What I was going to say is, if you don't have to go back to the old job, if you can just stay where you are and be comfortable financially in that, I would look for something new.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah.
Because I think there's something better out there for you.
Right.
And you'll be acknowledged and appreciated a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, I would too. Read that one, and I'll post this online while you're reading that. Linda says, I had a cat that would walk down the side of the rug because he hated to walk on the runner in the hall. Silly animals. They have perks too, but we still love them.
It is so funny, but yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
It's weird. Some don't like the texture of a carpet and some don't like the texture of a floor.
Yeah.
And then there are the ones where I can see what she's thinking, but I just don't feel that yet. So I would want to try the other thing first.
Yeah.
I mean, you thinking while we're talking, it hit me too. You could go in with a white candle and say, whoever's here, please leave because you're scaring my dog.
Yeah.
You could ask for them to leave.
Lou says, what do you think will happen with TikTok? I think it's good.
I think it's going to stay.
I think it's going to stay. I think it'll either be bought out by another billionaire or it will morph because of rules. And that's where I lean more is towards the rules. They'll set it up so that.
But doesn't the owner have to sell it by a certain time?
Or fix it.
Yeah, or fix it. Okay.
I think they want them to divest themselves of it, which is the Chinese Communist Party. The connection with them is the problem.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So
I think it just needs to be revamped.
Yeah.
Endings and beginnings. I'm going to go there all year.
Cindy says the refrigerator was installed by Costco. So far, they have been supportive, but they're thinking that they made a huge mistake. No, I think the guys just made a boo-boo. Yeah.
And, you can always say, maybe I got a lemon and I'd like another refrigerator.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that one there? Yes or no? We go that, and then we go here.
Well, yeah, maybe. Well, Linda, I don't know what you want to say about it.
I don't know. Do you? Linda says
No.
that she gave us 5 stars.
Oh, bless your heart. I think I'd like to talk about it first.
Okay. John Curley, Josie. John Curley mentioned us again yesterday.
Well, bless his
Among
heart.
several items you told him that have happened, yes. You said his son would have a career opportunity in 5 months, and he just got radio broadcast
Oh,
offer.
I got chills on
Good
that.
for him.
Good for him.
Good. His son's
cute.
He needs to be on radio.
He does.
He's one of those people.
He's got a cool personality.
Yeah.
But he's cute.
Yeah.
And I could not believe how tall he was.
Oh, God.
But I mean,
yeah.
he's a good looking guy. You know, he takes after his dad and mom put together.
Yeah.
You know.
Thanks for that, Josie.
Yeah,
we don't always get to hear the show.
He doesn't tell us unless we were on the air a couple of weeks ago.
A week and a half,
and he mentioned it, but he doesn't just call us up and say, you know, this happened or that. So that's kind of cool.
But that's good.
Yeah.
So
I think he'll do well.
Yeah.
He will. He'll do well.
I think his name is Ryan, and they call him Rye.
I can't remember.
That's how John introduced us to him.
It would be fun if we could do a reading for him.
Yeah.
That would be fun to see what's going on. But anyway, thank you for that, Josie. That's good. I do want to iterate. John Curley, he has got 2 kudos with me. Mm-hmm. One, because when we went to October 12th event, we were standing out there waiting for you to get out of the car and I was standing there and he goes, "You look nice." Right there, he won me over.
Yeah.
You know, give me a kudo like that. I'll take it. You can't do anything wrong in my book.
Anyway. And he didn't have to say stuff like that, but he made a point to do it. But
he made a point to make me feel comfortable, make me feel noticed and appreciated.
Yeah.
You know, number 2, he made the comment on air when we were on a week and a half ago or so that Skip made him a believer.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
It's crazy how it works.
Yeah, I love that part.
But John's show is actually
Spirit
good.
Actually made you make him a believer.
John has a good show. There's a lot of topics, and he never stops. He's constantly going forward. But I sure wish they'd bring Sherry Elliker back with him.
But you know, when he got after the party was over, and we had a short time where he sat down next to me and was asking me about across from me. I should say not next to me, but he was here and I was looking at me. Okay, across from me, chair-wise, chair. He was talking, and he's really a down-to-earth guy.
Yeah.
You know, he really is. He cares.
Yeah.
I think he has a very loving spirit, and he's willing to listen as well as talk.
Right.
And you don't find that much.
No.
In personalities, but he's and you know, he may come off aloof and because he has to do what he has to do for his show.
Yeah.
But in private, I would feel very comfortable sitting down and talking to him and telling him this and this and this, and he would listen and then give me informative instruction on his thought of it.
Right.
You know, he's a nice guy.
He is.
Very nice guy.
Josie says John has a great following. You should hear more from some of his listeners. He's straightforward and a great guy.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
He is.
I don't think I can say one thing I don't like about him.
Yeah, me either.
And his wife and son that I met,
mm-hmm.
And you know, mother-in-law. They're all great people, and daughter.
His daughter, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've been raised well. They're very courteous.
Yep.
They're down to earth. They're real, and they're just a nice family.
Yeah, they are
a very nice family.
So speaking of nice families,
Becky, however, needs to eat.
Who?
Becky, his wife.
Oh, yeah.
I love her to death, but you know, she's got the body I was probably born with.
Yeah.
Small, petite.
Yeah.
I'll never be that size again. I like her. She's a nice girl. Nice person.
So we got to get off the air. It's been an hour.
Well, if there's no more questions.
There's no more questions.
Then you know what time it is.
It's if
you can find the right button.
The right button. The right button. Where is it? There we go.
It's time for Sha'ron's Joke of the Week.
Yay. Okay. Jokes. Here you go, Lou.
Who was it that did that promo?
Our son.
Oh, I knew that voice.
You knew that voice, didn't you? That's I'm gonna do it again. That's our son's voice. His name is Joe. Here we go.
It's time for Sha'ron's Joke of the Week.
I'm was thinking Matt, but no, that was Joe.
Yeah, he's done several of our voiceovers.
We ought to get him to do it again. Put up some crazy things. That would be fun. Anyway, I always like to find out how things happen, and this is a FYI. Did you know Riverdance? Remember Riverdance?
Yeah.
I could watch that all. In fact, I got the tape of that, I think.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah. It wasn't a show. It was a dance. It wasn't a show.
Well, the show they put on.
Oh, that show. Yeah. Okay. Riverdance was invented by an Irish family with 7 kids, and they only had 1 bathroom. So that's when.
Yeah.
I always like to keep the public informed.
Well, you kept them informed on that one. Whoops.
Not bad, huh? Get rid of that. Okay.
It's a button. Put a button in front of me and I push them. Let me tell you.
Skipping buttons. When he dies and I put him in that casket, I'm going to have it lined with buttons. Just so you can push buttons all the time.
My career was in information technology, and I did 52 years of it, and there was a lot of buttons, and I'm used to pushing buttons. So
you push buttons all right.
Linda says that Joe had a great voice right there.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He sings well, too. He just don't sing very often. Did you know the day, I'm sure you know, but the day they handed out patients, I left because it was taking too long.
That's for sure.
That's for sure. I won it yesterday.
Yeah.
I was going down memory lane while I had nothing else to do when I was really sick. And I was looking at my school books, And when I was a kid, my mom used to lay my clothes out because I really didn't care, And so looking back at my school book pictures, I realized I don't think she cared either. Get it?
They like that one. Okay, thank you. She'll be here all week. Talk to her then.
I may not feel good, but I still got
it. Who commented here? Let's see. Linda gave us a smiley face, a laughing face, crying.
Oh, well, I don't know about crying. I don't know if they were that good. Yeah. But bless your heart.
Bad enough to make you cry. All right, you guys, we got to go.
Oh, shoot.
Right?
Yeah, it's that time, doggone it.
It's that time. So
it's that time. You know what time that is?
We'll be back Saturday at 1, but also join us online at the Psychic Showcase. Josie comes on a lot with us.
Yeah, she does.
Crystal.
Yeah, she does. And Crystal.
Yep, and Linda's done it too.
Yeah.
So that'll be the next thing coming up Wednesday night, Chinese New Year. Speaker is Leanne Lester. She'll be on with us by video.
Should be interesting. But I will get there late.
Yeah,
I'll be there
as our theme song says.
What a wonderful world.
Yep.
Love you, Mom and Dad.
You guys have a good week, and remember to get busy and jump in there and do stuff. That was the card we pulled.
Yeah, and do it being in service.
Yep.